Alright guys, in this video I will share some information on how you can determine the sex of a child, whether you want a boy child or a girl child. I understand the impact of most of the people crying for a female child or a boy child in the family. They go to gynecologists to go and do some research, and they end up having what they are looking for without knowing exactly what was the cause of the problem or how the problem was solved. So pay very close attention so that you don't have to waste money in going to gynecologists in the next time. Because according to the research, it shows that most men who are not able to have a boy child or who don't have a boy child in their marriage are more likely to be committing GBV in their family because of the pains and frustration of being forced to have a boy child, because every gender want to represent their own gender in a marriage. In this video, I'm going to tell you some of the things you have to practice and at the right time and everything, so that the imbalance in determining the sex of your child in your marriage or in your family can be balanced. So when you watch this video, I don't want you to take advantage of the information and be cheating on your partner. Maybe you want only boys or maybe you want only girls. Now you take advantage because the information reaches to you alone. So after watching this video, I would like you to share this video together with your partner so that the imbalance in your marriage can be sorted out amicably. Now, before I go further, as a man or as a woman who is eager to have a child, whether a female child or a boy child, firstly, you must do proper calculation with your cycle. If your cycle is abnormal, it means you have some things you have to treat in your system, maybe infection or one or two things, because this information I'm about to give you is only working for people that their cycle is normal. When the cycle is normal, it should be running between 21 days to 28 days. So if it's above 28 days, it means there is something wrong with your cycle that might likely affect your conceiving time period, So now here is the thing. We all know that to make a child is very common during an ovulation time, right? But I want you to understand that a child cannot be produced with only one cell. A child can only be produced when the both cells are being contributed. When I said both cells, I'm referring to sperm and a female cell, which is called an egg. So to make a boy child, it can also be determined by the production system of the man. If a man's sperm contains chromosome, it means for that man to produce a boy child, he have to follow this procedure I'm going to give you. Because for a man whose sperms contain this chromosome, may likely not to have a boy child if time not take. So now let's dive in. To have a female child is very easy and common. Because why? The female cell, which is an egg, is complemented in a woman's system. So is always there, waiting for a sperm to come before they can produce a child. So when a sperm comes first, before this an egg is being released, is likely to be a boy. But let me tell you the time period on how you can work on it for it to work properly. So now, to have a boy child, you must do proper calculation with your cycle, right? If a woman is having 10 days or 9 days before ovulation, it means when your period finish, you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. The remaining 4 days before the ovulation start is very high chances of you making a boy. But before you can make this child, you must also make sure you avoid drinking all those herbal medications, because I see most of the people, when they want to have sex, they have to go and drink 1 or 2 things. I don't know what those things are meant for, but those things that takes away sugar in your body, they are one of the things that cause you not to be able to produce a boy child. Here is why. During these 4 days, high chances of you producing a boy child. These 4 days is given to you as an opportunity to produce a boy child, because why? A sperm can stay alive in a woman's ovum for like 4 to 5 days. And then once ovulation kicks in, whether a woman's egg is being released during the sex, the child must be fertile, because during ovulation, women release eggs without having sex. So, but during this 4 days period, if you have sex with your partner, make sure you come first before your partner. Even if she didn't come, you can relax and wait for the following day. Then you continue and make sure she comes, because a child cannot be produced with one cell, right? So the reason why you should come first is because for a man to produce a boy child, his sperm must not contain chromosome. And if his sperm contains chromosome, it means you have to release your own sperm first before an egg can be released. Because if your sperm contains chromosome, when it landed in the ovum, while there is an egg already there, you might likely not to have a boy child, because a sperm that contains chromosome cannot produce a boy child. So now, I want you to understand, to produce a female child is very easy, mostly when a woman comes first. So if you're having sex with your woman and she frequently releases an egg before you, you must know the child is going to be a female child, right? So for you to produce a boy child, you must stay away from having sex with your partner during ovulation time. These 4 days, high chances of you producing a boy child, you must do proper calculation to make sure you didn't fail with these 4 days. So these 4 days is immediately after the period finish. The cycle start afresh. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you stop. The remaining 4 days before the ovulation is very high chances of you producing a boy child. So these 4 days, you must constantly having sex with your partner and making sure you come first before her. So according to the research, it shows that men that have sugar are more likely to be producing more baby boys, because they release their sperms more often than the female production. So now it shows that those that drink some herbals or some whatever because they want to stay long in bed, you must be very careful in case if you are drinking those things and then you want a boy child. Because why? When you drink those things and you stay longer in bed before releasing a sperm, while your woman already released an egg maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times, while you are still waiting for the first one to be released, because you are more likely to be producing only female child. So if you are drinking something thinking you're going to use it to be strong in bed and it's going to make you to produce a boy child, is a wrong information. Those information must not be circulated and must not be practiced. It's better you don't drink anything, have sex accordingly, and do proper calculation if you want a boy child. Please, if you get this video, kindly please share this video, and also make sure you share this video with your partner so that the imbalancing in the family can be balanced without cheating. Because I know some guys, they want only boys, some ladies, they want only girls, because both genders want to represent their gender. Thank you for sharing.